All right, good morning, everyone.
Morning, Jeff.
All right, are you ready for some charts?
Yeah.
Good. I got 4 of them for you right now, and then some more coming later.
I think those charts are $20 a piece, aren't they?
Cut his mic. Cut his mic. I'll have to write a check. Anyway, apportionment update. In early January, probably January 2nd, I think the bishop asked, how are apportionments coming along? And I said, well, and then I think he asked probably again the next month and the next month and the next month. And the curious thing was, May, he didn't ask. And that's when I got worried. So I said, well, I better really look at these numbers and see where we're at. So what you are seeing is fresh data coming forward here. You're just getting quotes now. All right. This here is our participation in church apportionment. So what this is, take our 243 Methodist churches. How many of them have given towards apportionments, period? And this is for the month of January only. So the very right column, I almost wish I can come up there and point right at it. I wish I had a person to do that. Do you want to do that, Roy? That very right column, the darkest column there, you see that's very poor. That's about 25% of our churches. But this is expected because how the apportionment formula is, it used to be, I calculated everything based on your membership, based on your operating expenses, send you a bill, you pay it. Now it's you determine how much was brought in, the churches determine how much was brought in, multiply it by 16% after the month is closed, then you send me a check. So we had some people that were really on the ball at sending a check. Now look. Is that not amazing that more churches are participating in apportionments now that I don't even send them a bill? Praise God. And it continues every single month. So, this is kind of an aside, but I have a YouTube channel. The most popular video is how to calculate apportionments and remit them. So, I even have videos of cute kids up there, and they don't pass. So anyway, the next one is the dollar amount. And again, January, you're going to see that's kind of poor. And just like we didn't have a lot of churches giving at that month, but then we go to the next month, and that's still not quite up to par. We're about at the 2009, 2010, 2011 level, and we really are aiming for getting up to the 2013 mark. And so we go forward, and March, again, isn't great. April, all of a sudden, Joanne did a great job contacting a number of our churches that weren't quite making it. So didn't quite understand it all the way, so she's great at clarifying these things. And then again, May is still right up there, so feeling much better right around now. So kind of to summarize it, I just talked with the treasurer from Howard. I was actually walking around Beach United Methodist Church in Howard, and the treasurer happens to live right across the road, and she went over and said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "I own this building." And she said, "Go ahead, show me around then." So anyway, so she did. She showed me around. I had an awesome visit. And but she said, we were visiting later on about apportionments because that's what I talk about. And she said, when I heard that this was coming out, I said, I've been doing this for over 25 years, and I think I'm going to have to quit. And I said, oh, that stinks, And, I skipped some slides. This is a bonus graph. We'll get back to this. But anyway, she said that I thought I'd have to quit. And then she goes on to say, you know what? This was much better than I expected. This was not that tough at all. And that's basically this has gone much better than I expected. Other annual conferences have struggled when they made this transition. We seem like we're doing it in stride, and I'm just so proud of our churches. So proud of our treasurers, our pastors. So This is the bonus graph. It's showing our goal is to get $3.8 million. And the big part that's going to make it happen is what I'm believing for is December is a double December. Because December, you guys, the churches will pay their November apportionments, and then we hold the books open a little bit in January so they can pay in their December apportionment. So we're hoping all the giving comes in December. And then, oh man, I skipped 2 graphs. I didn't eat my breakfast. The other big change, I'll back, this is too good to pass up, I guess. The other big change we had was we went to direct billing pension, and that was a very big concern. Of a number of our, especially our smaller churches, we were very concerned about them, that would they be able to make it. And what this graph shows is normally we collect 97% of what we bill out in apportionments or direct bills in the past 10 years, and that's the little blue line. And when we direct billed it, we said, we hope we bring in 98%. And so I'm going to zoom in here, maybe. Oh, it won't zoom in. There we go, cool. Anyway, zooming in, that's that 1% that we're making up. So our churches are being able to pay their direct bills. We budgeted $100,000 for grants to help them with this, and we've only had to use $54,000 so far. So there is grants available too, but so far I've been very proud at how our churches have stepped up and said we're going to pay that direct bill. So, and here was the quote from Ruby. So I wish she was here. She's an awesome woman. So with that, that's the apportionment update. We are doing better than expected. So